super bouncy, fluffy, soft, not crunchy. I love it. This method works amazingly for me. Alright, so this is how I style my hair. Right now I just got out of the shower. I didn't towel dry it or anything. I just kind of wringed out as much water as I could. And the first thing I'm gonna do is add Giovanni Direct Leave-In Weightless Moisture Conditioner. This is my leave-in. I just do one pump for my whole entire head. I have a lot of hair. So I start at the ends, kind of raking it through. And once I have most of the product in, I still have a little bit left over. I'm just gonna take that up a little bit to the top part of my hair, but still avoiding the roots. Once that's all in my hair, I'm gonna take a towel and dry my hands. I'm gonna take the Innersense Hair Love Prep Spray next. And I'm just gonna do a couple of sprays on each side. And this is gonna help lock in the moisture that the leave-in conditioner just put into my hair. And then the next thing I'm gonna take is the Innersense Quiet Calm Curl Control Cream. I don't really take much because I'm gonna be adding a lot of things to my hair and I don't want it to like pile up. So this is about how much I'm gonna use for my whole entire head. And I always emulsify all my products before I put them in my hair. So same thing, I start at the length, rake it through, and then I slowly start working my way up more on my hair. See, I barely have anything left now. I'm gonna emulsify that and then put it at the top of my hair, just to control any like frizziness and poofiness. All right, so you'll see my hair, it feels like really producty already, and that's perfectly fine. Next, I'm gonna go in with Innersense I Create Volume, and I'm only gonna use a really small amount of this. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Caught it right on time. So the same thing as the curl cream. And this has really good slip on it too, so it even helps you detangle your hair as you're styling it. So once that's all in, I'm gonna take my Wet Brush Pro, looks like this, and I'm gonna start from the bottom up, detangling any tangles that I may have made right now, and just evenly distributing all that product that I just added into my hair. And you'll see for some reason the Giovanni leave-in on my hair, I know it's this because I've used it by itself and it has the same effect. Once I start brushing it, it starts kind of like foaming up and getting really like spongy. Like, I don't know if you can see that in my hair. Like, it looks white, but it's just like all the product. But my hair soaks it all up, so, and it works really well. So that's all distributed. Just comb it really good till it's really slick and there's no tangles, because I'm gonna be sectioning my hair now and I don't wanna have to be dealing with tangles when I'm using my Denman brush, because that doesn't really detangle. All right, so last thing I'm gonna do is just comb all my hair back. And then I'm gonna start sectioning. So I'm gonna take first a small section, like this much. And then the rest of my hair, I'm just gonna clip it up and out of the way. My Giovanni Mousse Air Turbocharged Hairstyling Foam. This is like the best mousse ever. It's so weightless and it smells amazing. So I just did 2 pumps there. It was probably too much. I usually do 1, but slipped. So I'm just gonna start putting it on this piece here. Whatever I have left over, usually I'll just put it like in the tail of whatever hair is hanging out, so I'm not wasting product. But yeah, so I don't really like focus on the root area with this product. Even though it's super light, it's not gonna weigh your hair down or anything, but I just don't like my roots to feel like squished down. So I start from the bottom and then I work my way up, and then whatever I have left over I add to the roots, so that it's not, you know, like without any product either. And then I'm just gonna take my Denman D3 brush and I'm gonna section this again into 2 pieces, like to the sides. And I'm just gonna brush outwards, and that's gonna help distribute the product more again. And you can see the curl clumps are already forming when I use this, but I like to kind of scrunch and pulse to kind of encourage it a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna do the other side. I always brush outwards so that the hair is not like stuck to me. There's certain sections that I do like to brush down because I don't like the extra volume in those sections, and when we get there you guys will see. So once I finish these sections, I just leave them here because I don't want them to mix with the next section that I'm gonna bring down. So same thing, just taking a small section and then putting the rest up. And this action alone, like sectioning your hair and putting it up and bringing it back down, it can cause tangles. That's why for me it's really important to brush your hair before so that you don't like create more tangles. I'm gonna add 1.5 on this one because it's more hair. So yeah, same thing. I'm just gonna take the section, start from the bottom up, and then whatever leftover product I have, I'm gonna add to the roots and rake it through. And now same thing, I'm gonna get my Denman brush. This one I'm gonna divide into 3 pieces because it's more hair. They don't always come out perfect. At this stage, it doesn't really matter, honestly, because I'm just kind of, I guess, starting the molds for the curl. When I go in with my next product, that's when it's really gonna start to get its shape and definition. But you can see like this curl is already looking pretty awesome. So I think it does help to do this at this stage. I know a lot of people, they kind of just add other product in and then they scrunch at the end, but this is what I found that works for me. So, and it is a little time consuming, but you know, when I, like before I started using my hair curly or wearing my hair curly, I would have to blow dry it, iron it, and like that whole process would take me way over an hour. So this is like nothing compared to that. So this is the part that I don't brush out because I've just found that when I diffuse, these areas kind of like separate from the rest of my hair and it kind of leaves like a bump, and I don't like that. So I just brush this section right here down instead of out. This brush really helps to create clumps for me. Like you can already see there's like curl clumps. And so this section right here is going to be my last one before I start sectioning a different way. You can see my hair is like already used to being sectioned like this. Is literally just sectioned by itself. Oh, another thing that I've found that I was going to mention to you guys, I've found that when I don't use the Giovanni leave-in, like for some reason my hair dries a lot faster. I feel like this leave-in conditioner leaves a lot of moisture in my hair and it leaves it wet for longer. So when I'm actually doing my hair, like I don't know if you guys have noticed, like my hair is still really wet to the point that I haven't had to like spray it with water or anything this entire time. And like my whole entire process, like I'm not gonna have to ever spray my hair while I'm styling it because of that the leave-in conditioner. For some reason it just leaves my hair super wet, and so I really love it for that. I've tried with like the Innersense leave-in, I've tried leaving like regular conditioners in, and my hair just dries so fast when that happens. I do have high porosity hair, obviously, because I've dyed it before in the past and it's really like heat damage from all the straightening that I've done. But I mean, I really love this product. So all right, so I'm done with these sections. I'm gonna just throw everything back now gently, and then I'm gonna start working on this top section here. So I'm gonna take this back section first, and I'm not taking a whole bunch. Like it's still, you want it to be sections that are small enough that you can get product in easily and not be, you know, using half the bottle. So I'm gonna do 2 pumps here. Same thing. So now here I'm gonna take the Denman brush and brush forward towards me. I brush from the front and from the back just so that it's, you know, not tangled. And then this part, I just shake it, scrunch it, and then I throw it back. And you'll see like it's kind of laying flat like the other sections are. That's gonna create that volume at the top of the head that everybody's always looking for. You could split these sections up even more. Like not do 2 sections at the top. You could do like 3 or 4. But I really like those thick, bouncy, fluffy curls. So I do kind of big sections. That's just my personal preference though. So the mousse part's done. I'm gonna go ahead and dry my hands off with a towel just so I don't distribute more mousse. And now I'm gonna wet them a little bit. Not like soaking wet, just wet. And I'm gonna take my orange marmalade. I have this little travel size one that I got when I first used it, or when I first bought it, and I ended up buying the full size, but I have to keep it in the fridge, so I just refill this one and I keep this one here so that the whole thing isn't going bad. So I took 1 pump right now of that travel size. I'm gonna spread it through my hands, and now I'm gonna flip my whole head upside down, and I'm just gonna lightly glaze it over the back and the sides, and then the length, and then I'm gonna start scrunching up. So once I see more or less what I like, I'm gonna go ahead and gently flip my head over. I'm gonna take 1 more pump, emulsify it again, and then I'm gonna glaze over the top and the side a little bit. And I'm telling you guys, the slip on this is so amazing that like I don't even feel my hair right now. Like it's not even tugging at it or anything. It just feels like silk. Same thing, take 1 pump, emulsify it, and then just very gently. I'm not applying any pressure at all when I'm putting this on my hair because I'm literally just glazing it. I don't want that hard cast to form. I want it to be like a flexible cast. The last thing I'm gonna do is gonna rinse my hands because they're all sticky now from the gel. Now I'm gonna take the Innersense I Create Finish, and I'm just gonna spray that on the length. And this isn't like a regular hairspray to me. It's kind of like a very flexible hold. Again, play around with how much you want on your hair. Because, you know, everybody's hair is different. But yeah, so once I'm done with that, I literally do not touch my hair at all. I'm gonna let it rest for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys how I diffuse. So I've let my hair kind of rest a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and start diffusing it now. So I'm just gonna explain to you guys the steps of what I do before I actually do it in case you guys can't see well or get confused. I'm gonna flip my head upside down first, and I'm gonna hover the diffuser over the roots until they're dry. Then I'm gonna flip it to each side. I'm gonna hover over those roots, and then once I've done all the roots on my head, I'm gonna start working on the length. So yeah. So yeah, that took me like 7 minutes to diffuse my whole entire head. It's not 100% dry, but it's like 95% dry, I would say. So now, I just don't like how these little hairs always kind of like, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't brush my hair out, I brush it down. But you can see I already have like a ringlet forming right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and clip my head back, or my hair back, because I just don't want it to stay like that. I want it to kind of dry in a specific way. So I'm just gonna clip right here, and then I'm gonna put another one right here, and I'm gonna put another one here. And this is gonna help with volume too. So yeah, there you go, that's my hair. I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I mean, you guys can see, like, look how bouncy and soft these are. There's a little tiny bit of a cast, but when my hair has calmed down and it's not hot anymore, and it's kind of like the cuticle has been sealed from the colder air from the AC, I'm gonna go ahead and take like a tiny little bit of HAV oil, which I'll show you guys in the products, and I'm just gonna kind of scrunch that in to get rid of any other cast that I might have. But yeah, I don't touch my hair at all right now. I just let it completely dry, and that thing gets hot. So this is how my hair looks in the light. That bathroom lighting is horrible. But yeah, there you guys go. Okay, I'm back. So I just finished getting dressed for the day. I have my HAV oil here. This is from a brand called Healthy Hair and Virtue. It's a really good oil, super lightweight. Not really sure if it's water soluble or not, but it's really light, and I don't really use that much. I just put like 4 to 5 drops, and you see it's like super light. It's like not even like super shiny in my hands or anything. And I'm just gonna start kind of like, I guess really gently praying hands through my hair, just breaking off any cast that I might have gotten, and then I'm just gonna scrunch it up. My hair's already fully dry at this point. It's been about I want to say like 45 minutes since I did my hair, since I finished diffusing my hair. The good thing about using those clips is that for some reason they kind of tame my hair a little bit, so now I can wear my hair in any direction that I want, and it's not gonna look weird. See, I can literally just move it around as much as I want, and the volume helps to disguise that little area I was telling you guys that I didn't like. It's definitely calmed down a lot. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about any other techniques or any specifics that I didn't cover in the video, just post them in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them for you guys.